Before I get ahead of myself, do you guys realize what today is? Oh my god, I've been so excited for so long. I've been so excited. Today is the day that I put together my $1,000 gaming PC. Yes, the total I believe was $1,063. I got all the parts out laid in front of me. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to start building this thing. Whoa. Let me flip the camera and show you all the parts I got. Starting off, I have the Phanteks Eclipse P400S with the tempered glass that's going to house all of my components. It's small enough to fit on my desk. I have the LG Ultrawide 29 whatever monitor. That is the motherboard plastic I've already taken out because I was so excited. Let's flip this around here. Okay, here we go. Without further ado, I have bought my $1,000 AMD gaming computer. Starting off with the motherboard that I have already put out because I was so hyped to look at it. I have the ROG Strix B350F Gaming AMD 4 motherboard. It cost me $112. I have a SanDisk 240 SSD for my operating system and things like Steam. I have the AMD Ryzen 5 1600 processor. Cost me $175. That cost me $60. I have the TP-Link AC1300 PCI Express Wi-Fi adapter to connect to the internet. Cost me $45. And these are all the accessories. The IO shield. I'm glad it's black. And what's cool about this, not to get off, it's made by Asus, but it's Republic of Gamer. And I like their logo a lot, so I'm very happy with this. It's got, AMD Crossfire, RGB, all the cool knickknacks, IO shield, SATA ports, zip ties, SATA cable, and motherboard mounting screws just in case. I have the EVGA 550 bronze certified fully modular power supply. Let me go ahead and pull this out so you can see what it looks like. It has all the cables here because it is fully modular. Where is the zip tie? Where is it? Here it is. Okay. We got it, boys. There we go. I no longer have my setup, so I have to film this with one hand. So it's very difficult. Go ahead and pull this out. Boom, there we go. Okay, put this to the side. Fold this up real quick. I don't care if I bend the box because I'm unfortunately going to throw everything away. Okay, here we go. This is what it looks like. Here's where all your ports connect. And you got your fan at the bottom. It's really nice, black, sleek, looks good. You even have an eco mode. I appreciate that a lot. I bought extra fans. They are the Corsair AF120 white, 120 millimeter. Then I have the Ballistic Sport RAM, 8GB, DDR4 at 2,666 speed. I will get another 8 gigs when I get my next check. We open this up. I have a Western Digital 2TB hard drive at the speeds of 5,400 RPMs. And then, what everybody wants to see, my GeForce GTX 1060 Turbo Edition graphics card, 6GB, dual fans, bigger overclocking, longer lasting, less ping, 4 times longer, whatever you want, it's got it. Say hello to my MacBook, that's where I film edit all my videos on. With all of this, I will now begin to put the computer together. However, I unfortunately cannot show you the building process because I do not have my equipment anymore to where I can film it with enough space in the environment that I am currently. So I'm sorry about that. What I can film and what I might film, I definitely will do that. So you'll get a little bit of the building process if you're new. So if you're struggling with building a computer, you can check out other people's YouTube videos, or you can just watch mine and I'll put in the main components. With that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is take off the front and the back panels. If you have a tempered glass like I do, put it somewhere safe. Mine's sitting there. It won't get broken or anything. I do want to show you that in this case, these two fans came together. And they also came with this LED strip that I have already placed up here It's magnetic. It's cool. It's fine. Nothing's issue. There we go. It's connected up there. I moved these two. Now, one was back here. I moved these two because I bought those 2 extra fans. So we have 2 intakes, 1 intake from the top, and we have 1 exhaust fan. So that's how our setup's going to be. And then we have all our cords for the case itself. The first thing you want to do when you're building a PC is put your motherboard in. Also, I cannot stress this enough. Make sure you're grounded. What I mean that is make sure there's no electrical currents going through your body that can potentially damage the components. I am working on a hardwood floor at my house. I'm grounded. I've touched the case. It's metal. There's no electric currents going through my body, so we're fine. So the first thing to do is, now I actually just lied to you. The first thing you must do when you are building a new computer is put your CPU in your CPU socket, which is, it goes there. So I'm going to go ahead and clear all this. You can put it on the box, so it's fine. I can just have it here. Yes, this has electrical currents in it, maybe. It's fine. We're all good. Let me go ahead and open this and do that right now. In this particular box, all you have is your CPU, which is this little thing, again, that goes into your socket, and your stock cooler if you buy the non-X editions. If you buy the X editions, you have to buy your own cooler. This part is very simple. You pick up your CPU. Make sure with AMD, you don't really mess with the back because it's got its pins on the back. If you see right there, if it'll focus, you have that little arrow that indicates how it should face. You match that up with the arrow on the motherboard, right there. And all you do is you lift this up, this metal piece here, all the way up, not too much pressure, and you slowly but gently place it in. And there we go. It's in. You can give it a little wiggle if you want. Make sure it's in. And then all you do is take this and push it down. And make sure it locks. And that is how you install your CPU onto your motherboard. Then you take your stock or non-stock CPU, and if you see that stuff right there, that is your thermal paste pre-applied. You put it on here. It is going to go like this. You match it up with these screws here. On here, all you see is these screws. You match it up with that, and you plug it in, just like that. I recommend you put it like this, so this cord here can go to the top and plug in easily to your case. For this particular motherboard, you want to actually uninstall these brackets, and all you do is a simple Phillips. So you take it and you simply unscrew it just like this. It's really hard to do with one hand, guys. Sorry about this. And once you do that, simply grab it, throw it to the side, do it with the next one. Sometimes they can be a little hard because they're torqued down. Unscrew this all the way. Once you got that, did I unscrew it? There we go. Remove the brackets. Simply plug in your fan facing straight down. Make sure these are connected to each one. And just like that, boom. Just like that, all you have to do is screw it down at an X angle. So you'll screw this one down, then you'll screw this one down, then you'll screw this one down, and then this one down, or vice versa. It doesn't matter as long as you go in an X pattern. And then once you connect it, as you can see, this cord is leading to this port here. That is the CPU fan. If you don't like how it is sticking out, you can always tuck and tape and zip, or you can just simply move it around. But keep in mind, once you place it on the CPU, that thermal paste will be applied, and then if you move it around, you'll have to reapply it because it'll mess up your thermals. So I'm gonna leave mine like this, torque it down, figure a way to mess with this cord, or just leave it there, and that's how you install your CPU and your CPU heatsink. Next, what you want to install is your RAM. You might have some clearance issues here, but I don't think you will with the stock CPU. All you want to do is this is terminal A and this is terminal B. This is terminal C and this is terminal D. I put it that way, and because it's the simplest. You want your RAM to be channeling. If you have 16 gigs or just 4 slots, you won't have an issue. So all you have to do is align this up with the notch here, and it'll plug right in. So you just align it. Hear the click. There you go. There's a click, and it's in. And all you do is the same thing with the other RAM stick. Just put it in. Look for the click. And there we go. You've installed your RAM. What you want to do is you want to install anything that connects to the motherboard PCI Express-wise, so my graphics card and my Wi-Fi adapter. Now, most people do this so they can test it. It might be easier or harder to get this in the case when you have this installed. It really depends on your components. So I personally am going to go ahead and install these components and then put the motherboard in my case. If it's hard to put in my case, then I'll take these out and then put this in my case, then install these, and then we'll be good to go on the motherboard. Graphics card and the Wi-Fi card, and I just want to show you that this is a PCI Express, which means it has at least 2, and it can either connect here, or here, or here. You have 3 different options, and same thing with the graphics card. Now, why you have 3 different options is if you want to install Wi-Fi card and game captures, and then this is where you install your graphics card. You have 3 options because if you want to do SLI. So here's the big graphics card. Now I'm just going to put it on its back so I can do this, because lots of people like to hear this. Oh yeah. There you go. That's all I got. Now I'm going to pick this up and go ahead and install it. Now, it is very, very simple to install this. If it has little cases like this on it, make sure you take it off. All you do is you pull back this pin, or this pin, or this pin. Let me put the graphics card down so I can show you. Say I want to install here. Look, that's it. You see? In this case, they're actually come pre-opened. So figure out where you want to mount it. I believe I'm going to mount it. See, if I mount it here, I'll have the clearance, but what I won't have is that RGB showing. Well, actually, if I mount it here, I won't have the RGB showing. If I mount it here, that's fine. So I'm going to mount it here, and all you do is align it, and then simply push it in. The IO shield always goes to the back where this stuff is. Install it, and then when it's installed, you'll know because you'll hear a nice good old click. My graphics card is installed, and then because I don't have clearance to really put it here, I mean, I could see I don't have the room. I'm going to put my card here. As you can see, it doesn't go here because it doesn't fit the ports, and brackets always go to the back. So I will install this here. Make sure you have room on the outside of your board to put it in, and all you got to do is align it and push. Ready? Just like that, it's in. With these, you don't really hear a click, you just hear a, and it's in. Simple and ready to go. Now that might not look the best, but I can't get it closer because how big this graphics card truly is. It's beautiful. If you move it, it will look a little temperamental. That's okay. To uninstall this will be really hard, but if you look back here on that, all you do is you push that up and you pull the graphics card out like that. And then to install it again, let me show you. Simply make sure it's fitted, and then you push down. And with that, you heard that click, it's good to go. And now you have your graphics card and PCI or Wi-Fi card, whatever it is, installed. Don't forget to take these off later. So now we're gonna take this and put it into the motherboard. What you wanna do is you wanna install your IO shield in the back. So when you open this, the silver will face here. You can tell where it goes because these ports typically always go down, or you can just match it so it'll sit like this. So these ports do go down in my case. So I will install it like this, put it back, and then all it does is click in. Okay, and here is the final product. Got it all set up. I know I didn't film anything other than the motherboard, but all I simply did was do my cable management, and you see here, I actually need to rearrange this, but for right now, I'm testing everything. Everything works. The fans work, the LEDs work. It all works. The only thing I need to do is download all the drivers because my PCI Express card isn't working. I actually have to use this right here. After I get all that done and everything downloaded, I will be doing benchmarks. Stay tuned for that in just a minute. Okay, so I decided to do it this way because it's simple. I'm on Ultra currently. If we go to options right here, go to video and go to monitor, I'm on Ultra, and then on this stuff it's high. It's just a preset. I'm running 60 frames. I'm running, doing stuff, aiming, moving around. I run about 70 stuff, 60, 70 frames on Ultra, Far Cry 5. That I approve of. Oh, there goes a deer. Where'd it go? Come here. Where'd it go? There it is. Kill it. There we go. Killed it. I think it dips lowest at 50 something frames. This game looks beautiful. It's awesome. Okay. Test number 1 done.